We begin with news in the Caribbean. Several calls have been made for Trinidad's opposition leader Kamla Prasad-Besessar to apologize for her description of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley as an Oreo, but she has maintained it was not a racist comment. She said she took note of comments by some that there may have been some insensitivity, but she claimed there was not an iota of racism in her statement. Speaking during a meeting on Monday, Prasad Besessar claimed that the 1%, a term which is now used to refer to the Syrian Lebanese community in Trinidad, owns Keith Rowley, and she said that that 1% now has their Oreo in the person of the Prime Minister. The Antigua and Barbuda Parliament has given the nod to the Trinidad-based Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ, for it to become the island's final court as the government made an impassioned plea to replace the London-based Privy Council and assert the country's total independence from Britain. The CCJ, which was established in 2001, has two jurisdictions, original and appellate, but while most of the CARICOM countries are signatories to the original jurisdiction, only Barbados, Belize, Dominica and Guyana have signed on to the appellate jurisdiction. Internationally, Myanmar government leader Aung San Suu Kyi said on Thursday the jailing of two Reuters journalists had nothing to do with freedom of expression and they can appeal against their 7-year sentences. The journalists were convicted on official secrets charges last Monday in a landmark case that has raised questions about Myanmar's progress towards democracy. The two reporters who had pleaded not guilty were investigating the killing of 10 villagers from the Muslim Rohingya minority by the Myanmar security forces at the time of their arrest. The military later acknowledged the killings and said it punished several soldiers. The United Nations, human rights and press freedom groups and various governments criticized the convictions. German riot police cleared environmental activists from tree houses in an ancient forest on Thursday, dismantling a protest camp set up 5 years ago to block a coal mining project. Wearing helmets and carrying shields, they used a hydraulic platform mounted on a truck to force activists from the tree houses erected in Hambach Forest, west of the city of Cologne. Germany aims to raise wind and solar power's share of energy generation from a third now to 65% by 2030 to help to cut carbon dioxide emissions and achieve its climate commitments. For the newsroom, Neil Marks.